Is the US government going to shut down? A large part of it would be forced to stop working if detailed spending legislation isn't passed to keep the agencies running. The Congress has time until midnight on March 14 to do this. The clock is ticking. Let's take a closer look at why this is happening and how it could impact the US.
Democracy is here to stay. No dictators in the USA.
The Congress needs to allocate funds to 438 government agencies by the start of the fiscal year on October 1st. But this deadline is rarely ever met. Instead, lawmakers pass temporary spending bills to keep the government running. The current extension expires on March 14, bringing an end to much of the funding for the agencies. Now, Republicans control both the House of Representatives and the Senate. They can pass a legislation in the House with a simple majority. However, it's not so easy in the Senate. To clear the chamber's 60-vote majority mark for most legislation, Republicans need the support of at least 7 Democrats. Now here's the thing. The two parties don't see eye to eye when it comes to funding, as Democrats push for more money for domestic programs and inclusivity. President Trump's unprecedented drive to downsize the government has further complicated the situation. According to media reports, he has fired at least 25,000 federal workers. More layoffs are expected. Foreign aid and consumer protection programs authorized by the Congress have also taken a hit. Now, sensing the risk of a shutdown, Republicans unveiled a 6-month stopgap spending bill last week. The continuing resolution would fund the government at current levels for the remaining fiscal year. But Senate Democrats have ruled out the possibility. They have indicated they are not willing to support the bill. If this standoff isn't resolved by Friday midnight, the US government will shut down. Now, what does that entail? This means all non-essential functions will be suspended. This includes childcare and housing subsidies, Internal Revenue Service, scientific research, national parks, and more. Hundreds of thousands of federal workers would be furloughed without pay. According to analysts, the broader economy would suffer if federal employees begin missing their paychecks after 2 weeks. As per Goldman Sachs, a shutdown could reduce USA's GDP growth by around 0.15 percentage point for each week it lasts. The last and the longest government shutdown took place during Trump's first term as the president. This was back in December 2018, when Republicans and Democrats were locked in a dispute over border security. According to the Congressional Budget Office, it cost the economy about $3 billion, equal to 0.02% of the GDP. What is going to happen this time around? Share your thoughts with us in the comments. Arzoo for NDTV.